These readings are for the 26th week after Pentecost. Jesus' parable of the two sons who do not do what they say reveals surprises in the reign of God. In the reading from Ezekiel, the people claim the ways of the Lord are unfair, while God offers repentance and new life. Paul urges us to look to Christ as a model of humility, putting the interests of others above our own. The first reading is from Ezekiel chapter 18, verses 14 and 25 through 32. In other readings from Ezekiel, we heard God's desire for Israel to return to God and live. But in this week's reading, Israel does not want to give up the way of her forefathers. God still offers to redeem Israel if she repents and returns to worship God alone. Then she will live. In Psalm 25, verses 1 through 9, the psalmist, a sinner, asks the Lord to teach his ways, the ways based on God's mercy and goodness. Using Jesus as a model, Paul in Philippians chapter 2, verses 1 through 13, exhorts those at Philippi and us to think of others as more important than ourselves. We should look out for the needs and the concerns of others before our own affairs, just as Jesus did by being crucified. By doing so, this will lead to a unity of the Spirit. The Gospel is from Matthew 21, verses 23 through 32. While teaching, Jesus is confronted by the chief priests and elders, asking by what authority he is teaching. He queries them in turn by asking for the source of John's baptism. The leaders debated and could not answer. Jesus would not answer either. Instead, he told the parable of the two sons. One gave the answer his father wanted to hear, but did not follow through. We call this lip service. The other said no to the request, but then did complete the task. The repentance of the second son is equated to the knowledge of the bottom of society, recognizing John as a prophet. The chief priests and the elders could see and hear, but did not understand. Let us hope we are not the same. Hope your week goes well.